नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशचारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So it's my honor and privilege to be here on this most auspicious occasion of Sivarathri Maha Mahotsava ki Jai. Special occasions like this are opportunities for us to congregate together and hear and chant about the glories of these great Vaishnavas. Our scriptures are like an ocean, and there are innumerable jewels that come out of it. Glories of the holy name, it's called Nama Tattva, is one. Glories about God is called Ishvara Tattva, that's another topic. Glories about Bhakti, that's another topic, it's called Bhakti Tattva. Glories of the spiritual master or Guru, that's a different topic, it's called Guru Tattva. But there's one such topic which is the most important and unfortunately the most misunderstood, and that is called Shiva Tattva. Lord Shiva is the most powerful personality ever to exist. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, he has been described in one verse, very beautifully, very famously recited in the Vaishnava communities. That just like among the rivers, Ganga is topmost. Among the worshipable personalities, Vishnu is the topmost. Among the scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam is the topmost. Shukdev Goswami, Suta Goswami, Shaunaka Rishi, Vyasadeva, Narada Muni, everyone very loudly, unanimously proclaim that there cannot be, there was, there is not, and there will never be a Vaishnava of the caliber of Lord Shiva. So let's chant this verse. Nimnaganam yatha Ganga, Devanam achyuto yatha, Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu, Purananam idam tatha. This verse says Nimna Ganam. Nimna Ganam means among the rivers. Nimna Ganam Yatha Ganga. Just like among the rivers, Ganga is topmost. Right? Devi Sureshwari Bhagavati Gange, Tribhuvana Tarini Tarala Tarange, Shankara Mauli Viharini Vimale, Mamamati Mastam Tavapada Kamale. Sripad Adi Shankaracharya, in his Ganga Stotram, he says, Devi Sureshwari Bhagavati Gange, Ganga Devi, O Goddess of Heaven, Tribhuvana Tarini Tarala Tarange, by your beautiful, wonderful, swift-moving currents of the waves of your river, Tribhuvana Tarini, you are uplifting everyone. Just like there is a saying, you need a thorn to remove another thorn. So what is the fundamental thorn? The fundamental thorn is the restlessness of the mind. So Sripad Adi Shankaracharya says, to remove that, there is another restless wave. That is the waves of the Ganga. So those who bathe in the restless waves, the ever-flowing current of the Ganga, the restlessness of the ever-flowing current of their mental faculty will all be calmed and brought to Sattva. Shankara Mauli Viharini Vimale. O Gange, you are so pure and you are so power potent, you are so purifying that even Lord Shiva holds you on his head. Shankara Mauli, Mauli means on the head. Shankara Mauli Viharini Vimale. O spotless Ganga, you are held and you frolic on the matted dreadlock of Lord Shiva. Mama Matim Astham Tavapada Kamale. May my mind and may all my trust and devotion be at your lotus feet, O Ganga Devi. So this is the position of Ganga. Everyone goes to take their dip in Ganga. They go to the Triveni Sangam. Many even go up to Gomukh, Gangotri, to bathe in the Ganga. There are two things that came from the Supreme Lord in the form of a river. One from his lotus feet, which is called Ganga, and one from his lotus mouth, which is called Gita. Yes, Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padmad Vinisritaha. Again, Sripad Adi Shankaracharya in the Gita Mahatmya. He says, if you bathe in the Ganga, she will take you back to the feet. And if you bathe in the Gita, that will take you back to the face. So the Lord has made this very wonderful system. What comes from his mouth is the Gita. So if you bathe in that, it will bring you to his lotus face. And what comes from his lotus feet is the Ganga. By bathing in that, Ganga will bring the devotee back to the lotus feet of the Lord. So Srimad Bhagavatam says, just like among the rivers, Ganga is topmost. Among the personalities, Achyuta, Sri Hari is topmost. Samasoma Jyotirgamaya. By speaking about the Supreme Lord, we come from darkness to light. Devanam Achyuto Yatha. Purananam Idam Tatha. The last work of Vyasadeva, Srimad Bhagavatam, is considered to be the king of all scripture. Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam shukhamukhat amritatravasam yutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasika bhuvibahuka. Very rhythmic, like the waves of the Ganga. There's some conference going on among the kids. The only sound Lord Shiva likes to hear is the sound of Krishna's flute. So we can pacify our conversational propensities for about 30 minutes and then you can do as many discussions as possible. So among the scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam is the topmost. Among the rivers, Ganga is the topmost. Among the personalities, Sri Hari is the topmost. But the question is, what about the devotees? There are so many devotees. Brahma is a devotee, Prahlad is a devotee, Hanuman is a devotee, Yudhishthir Maharaj is a devotee, Gajendra is a devotee, Draupadi is a devotee. So many devotees. Brajvasis are devotees, Sudama is a devotee, Kubja is a devotee. You can see in the Puranas, the Upanishads, so many historical narrations are there of so many devotees. Out of millions and millions of such devotees, who is number one? The Acharyas say, Vaishnavanam Yathashambhu. There cannot be anybody like Lord Shiva. So of course this angle of Shiva Tattva can take different multifaceted routes. But since today our discussion is only 30 minutes, today we will speak about some examples of Lord Shiva's devotion. Straight to the point. Because many times what happens, we have about 30-40 minutes of discussion of whether he is the creator, the maintainer, the destroyer. Well, just for record purpose, he's all three. He plays his role as a creator, maintainer and destroyer on multiple fronts. But as far as today's discussion is concerned, Sri Ramachandra is right here, Sri Ramachandra is right there. So I am positively sandwiched between Sri Ramachandra and the topic is Lord Shiva. So we will speak about Lord Shiva's devotion to Sri Ram. Is everybody enthused by this topic? Yes. One time Mother Parvati, she wanted to perform worship of Lord Vishnu. So she went to a guru called as Vamadev. He was a sage, Rishi Vamadev. So Mother Parvati went to Vamadev as a disciple would approach the guru and asked Rishi Vamadev that I would like to worship Vishnu. Can you please tell me a path by which I can attain perfection? So Rishi Vamadev initiated Mother Parvati into the Vishnu Sahasranam Stotra, the very famous Brihat Sahasranam or Vishnu Sahasranam, profusely chanted in different parts of the world. Especially if you're a South Indian, that's the first sound you may probably hear as you come out of the womb. Because there is a saying in South India, at least I heard it in my childhood, that every mother who's about to deliver a child, she chants the Vishnu Sahasranam because the sound is so auspicious. She wants her child to hear this for the first time, as soon as the child appears in the world. You find mention of Vishnu Sahasranam in the conversation of Bhishma Dev, in the Bhishma Parva of the Mahabharata. You also find references of the Vishnu Sahasranam in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted the Vishnu Sahasranam. So it is a very powerful chant. Mother Parvati used to chant the Vishnu Sahasranam every day and only then break her fast and eat her first grains. After performing this vrat for 6 months and serving her guru enough, she got the blessings and benedictions of her guru and she returned back to Kailas. That happened to be the day of Dwadashi. So after a full fast on Ekadashi, Lord Shiva was now about to break his fast. It was the time of Dwadashi. Here comes Mother Parvati. So Lord Shiva invited her, why don't you sit by my side and we'll honor prasadam together. So Mother Parvati said, I haven't chanted my Vishnu Sahasranam today. So let me chant my Vishnu Sahasranam and then I will break my fast. Lord Shiva said, I can't wait that long, I'm very hungry. Because the Parana time, there's only 2 more minutes for the fast break time after the Ekadashi. So Mother Parvati said, I will not be able to finish the Vishnu Sahasranam in 2 minutes. So my request would be, you kindly break your fast and then after that, as soon as I am done, I will also break my fast. Lord Shiva said, no, my desire is I want you next by my side and we want to eat together because you've been away for 6 months. This is the first meal we can have together, so you please come. So Mother Parvati said, it's going to take 30 minutes at least, right? If you go by the MS Subbalakshmi speed. 29 minutes, 38 seconds to be precise. Onwards. From that up to the end. At least 30 minutes. Lord Shiva said, today, oh dear Parvati, because you're requesting and asking for a shorter way, I will chant this immortal verse that the whole world will remember for all times to come. And that's when Lord Shiva told Mother Parvati, Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Taktulyam Rama Nama Varanane. He said, Varanana, oh beautiful faced Mother Parvati. Please note, the spiritual benefit that you will amass by chanting the Vishnu Sahasranam, you can get that by chanting Sri Ram Nam once. Once. Sri Rama, Rama, Rama iti. Question is, if you can get it once, why did he say it 3 times? Because those who love to chant the holy name, you tell them to chant once, they can't stop. So you chant it at least 3. So Sri Rama, Rama, Rama iti. Oh dear Parvati, with a peaceful mind, if a devotee chants the name of Sri Rama once, let's do this. Sri Rama. Thank you. You all chanted the Vishnu Sahasranam according to Lord Shiva. Sri Rama, Rama, Rama iti Rame Rame Manorame. With a peaceful mind and heart, if someone chants the name of Sri Ram once, Lord Shiva said, Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Oh beautiful faced Parvati, you will amass the same spiritual credit by chanting Vishnu Sahasranam, the 1000 names of Vishnu, and you can very quickly get that by chanting the name of Sri Ram once. So Mother Parvati said Sri Ram. As soon as she said that, Lord Shiva said, congratulations. You have chanted the Vishnu Sahasranam, now you please sit by my side and we'll honor prasadam. This story comes in the Puranas, where Lord Shiva has so much faith in the chanting of Sri Ram Nam that whomever he meets, he preaches about the glory of Sri Ram Nam. Sri Shankar Bhagavan has been glorified even in the Ramayana. There's a very beautiful verse and I would like all of us to call and respond to that. Is that okay? Brahmam Bodhi Samudbhavam Kalimalam Pradvamsanam Chavyayam Shrimad Shambhu Mukhendu Sundaravare Samshobhitam Sarvada Samsaramaya Bheshajam Sukhakaram Shri Janaki Jivanam Dhanyasthe Kritino Vivanti Satatam Shri Rama Namamritam. In the Ramayana, this verse shines as the king of all verses, glorifying the glory of Sri Ram Nam. What does this mean?
Sorry, Prabhu, I really apologize. There is an announcement. Is this for me? Just since you have a mic.
Stop the class in 5 minutes.
No,
No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. topic on the
Yes,
calendar.
yes, sure. No, I got it. So there is a Nissan Altima number plate ENA1KM that is blocking another car. Please move it. Nissan Altima. Thank you. Sorry.
So this verse from the verse from Ramayana describes that when the milk ocean was churned, what appeared? Nectar came out, is it not? So this verse says, of course poison came out, but eventually nectar came out. This verse says, when the ocean of scriptures are churned, the nectar that comes out, two syllables, Ra and Ma, Rama. And this is such nectar that Shrimad Shambhu Mukhendu Sundaravare Samshobhitam Sarvada. In the churning of the milk ocean, what did Lord Shiva hold in his mouth? Poison. But when the churning of the ocean of scriptures was done, the nectar of Ram Nam came. And in this, Lord Shiva is not holding the poison, he is holding the nectar. He is holding the name of Sri Ram on his throat. This name is so intoxicating. Samsaramaya Bheshajam Sukhakaram Sri Janaki Jivanam. When Sri Ram was not there with Mother Sita in Ashok Vatika, what kept them together is the holy name of Sri Ram. Mother Sita, her life was there in the body because of these two syllables, Ra and Ma. Therefore, Dhanyaste Kritino Pibanti Satatam Sri Rama Namamritam. All glories to those tongues and those throats and those hearts which are constantly vibrating. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, the holy name of Sri Ram. So here also it is described in connection to our discussion that in the churning of the milk ocean, Lord Shiva held poison. But in the churning of the ocean of scriptures, the essence that came out, the nectar was the holy name of Ram. And that's the nectar Lord Shiva holds. He loves the chanting of Ram Nam so much that there is a scriptural verse which says, Lord Shiva told Mother Parvati that the king of all mantras is Ram Nam. It is called Mantra Raj. So much so that, oh Devi, when someone says Ra, all the sins leave their mouth because the mouth is wide open. Ra. So now after I said that, everyone's opening their mouth even wider. So that more sins leave the mouth. So scriptures describe Lord Shiva telling Mother Parvati, oh Devi, when someone says Ra, only half a syllable, all their sins leave their mouth. And just so that they don't re-enter, they close the mouth with the So when you say Ram, all the sins leave the mouth and they don't re-enter. This is the nishtha. This is the love that Lord Shiva has in the chanting of the holy name of Ram. So much so that Mother Parvati day and night started chanting Ram, 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 continuously chanting. And what did Lord Shiva give her in return? He gave half of his body. Many of us may have heard of the Ardhanarishvara form, where the form is made of half Shiva and half Mother Parvati. What does that mean? He was ready to even give his heart, ready to give his own body to Mother Parvati, giving the whole mankind a lesson that anyone who chants the holy name of Sri Ram, Lord Shiva will give everything that he has to that devotee and will always stay close to that devotee. Even today, dear devotees in Vrindavan, this is a custom that is seen. That on the day of Sivarathri, in all the major Shivalingas in Vrindavan, whether it is Gopishwar Mahadev, let's chant the names. Gopishwar Mahadev, Chakraeshwar Mahadev, Bhuteshwar Mahadev, Aseshwar Mahadev, Valkhandeshwar Mahadev, Kameshwar Mahadev, Kundeshwar Mahadev, Pipaleshwar Mahadev, Rameshwar Mahadev. In this way there are so many Mahadevs, Nandishwar Mahadev, so many Mahadevs. In Vrindavan, the tradition on Shivaratri is devotees of Lord Shiva come close to the linga, and on the linga with chandan, they write Ram, 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 Ram. You may think, is it Ram Navami or is it Shivaratri? But the culture is, when it's somebody's birthday, you give them what they like. And what does Lord Shiva like the most? The name of Sri Ram. So therefore there is Akhand Ramayana part in many temples. 3 days before Sivarathri, on the day of Sivarathri, and 3 days after. So in 7 days they chant the whole Ramayana. Like that. Some do Valmiki Ramayana, some do Tulsi Ramayana, some even do Kamba Ramayana in South India. And they offer Bel Patra Mala, a garland of Bel leaves to Lord Shiva, and all of them have the Chandan imprint of in Chandan, in sandalwood, the name of Sri Ram. So that Lord Shiva is pleased with this offering by the devotee. And of course, lot of milk and water and so many wonderful foodstuffs are also offered. Not just Lord Shiva and not just Mother Parvati. The whole family chants the name of Sri Ram. Lord Ganesha also chants the name of Sri Ram. Kartikeya also chants the name of Sri Ram. So therefore you can see, in the family of Lord Shiva, everyone is at peace. Giving all of us this lesson that if we are grihasthas and if you are having some marital problems and family problems, then we should increase the chanting of Sri Ram. Now you may think, what problem can Lord Shiva have? His family is the perfect family, which is true. You can see Lord Shiva rides on a bull carrier. What is it called? Nandi. Bull carrier. Very powerful. And what is the order carrier for Mother Parvati? Lion or a tiger. Durga, Kali, Bhadra, Chandi. You can see either a lion or a tiger. Lord Shiva's order carrier is a bull, and Mother Parvati's order carrier is a tiger. What do you think among the order carriers? Have you ever seen any Leela where the lion of Mother Parvati is running behind the bull of Lord Shiva? Although in this world that's a natural phenomenon, is it not? But it still doesn't happen. That's the first astonishment, Ascharya. You can see the second. What is there on the throat of Lord Shiva? Snake. What is the order carrier of Kartikeya? Peacock. What happens in this world? Peacock attacks and eats a snake. But do you see a Leela where the peacock of Kartikeya is running behind the snake of Lord Shiva? Never. Third, what is there on the throat of Lord Shiva? Snake. On the throat is the snake. What is the order carrier of Ganesha? What do you think happens to a mouse when it's around a snake? So you can see there could have been, from a material perspective, so many reasons for conflict at household life. The order carrier of Mother Parvati running behind the order carrier of Lord Shiva, the snake on the throat of Lord Shiva running behind the order carrier of Ganesha, the order carrier of Kartikeya running behind the snake. It would have been quite a chaotic circumstance. But because everyone is chanting the name of Sri Ram, all the order carriers are spiritually transcendental. So therefore they don't act like a lion, they don't act like a bull, they all act like sages. This whole family of Lord Shiva is the best family you can find. Best Grihastha example, where everyone is peaceful. Why? Because the chanting of Sri Ram Nam is the center. Sri Ram Nam is so much on the tongue of Lord Shiva that during the churning of the milk ocean, when the poison came, everyone was running helter-skelter. There are 330 million demigods, 33 prominent and so many million followers. When the churning Samudra Manthan Leela took place and the poison was rising up, everyone got confused and bewildered. Now what is going to happen? Unanimously, everyone approached only one personality. Who is that? Lord Shiva. And they requested him to sail. And Lord Shiva, out of his compassionate heart, he didn't delegate it to someone else. Acha, I will make sure, and then call someone else. Acha, iska dekho kuch. He didn't do that. He himself took onus. And out of a loving, compassionate, affectionate heart, he took that poison in his palm and actually drank. And he drank and held it in his throat. Neither did he spit it out, nor did he sink it in. Now there are two things here. Why is it that Lord Shiva did not drink the poison down the throat? And why is it that he didn't spit it out his mouth? And why did he hold it in the throat? For a simple reason. Lord Shiva is chanting the name of Sri Ram so much that in the heart who lives? Sri Ram lives. So if If he drinks the poison goes to Ram. And if he spits it out, the devotees of Ram are outside. So Lord Shiva is thinking, should the poison touch the Lord or should it touch the devotees? The answer is neither of them. Therefore he said, even if it is difficult and even if my throat turns black or dark blue, that is fine. This is my offering of affection to Sri Ram. That poison doesn't go to my heart and that poison doesn't come out. Is everybody understanding this?
Yes.
Now the question is, why was Lord Shiva chosen for this service? It is because, what is poison called in Sanskrit? Visha. Now this is where we need little attention. So I will request all of you to call and respond. What is poison called in Sanskrit?
Visha.
So what is going inside the mouth of Lord Shiva? Visha. But what do we need at the end of the story? We need peace. What is peace called? Vishrama. What is it called? Vishrama. So you have Vish, which is poison, and you need Vishrama. So from Vishrama you subtract Vish. What remains? Rama. So now you have to search someone who can fill in that gap. And that is Lord Shiva. So in Lord Shiva's life, you can see Visha is entering the mouth. And what is exiting the mouth? Ram. So Visha is entering, Ram is exiting. Visha is entering, that's the sound vibration of chanting Ram now. So Vish and Ram, therefore he could stabilize the whole situation with Vishram. This was the power of Lord Shiva. So what is the lesson he is teaching us? The lesson that Lord Shiva is teaching us, that we are all living in the Samudra Manthan. We are all living in the churning of the milk ocean in daily life. Somebody has work problems, professional problems, somebody has health problems, somebody has financial problems, and so forth. The details may vary, the principles are the same in every household life. So everybody is having some or the other Samudra Manthan going on in their life, and what is coming out? Vish. What is he talking about me? What is he speaking about me? What are they saying about me? What is the update on social media? Who's acting how in front of me? Who's acting how behind my back? This is all poisonous for the heart. Backstabbing, criticizing, rumors, pecking on other people. This is all poison. Does it affect us? Yes or no?
Yes.
It does affect us. Did it affect Lord Shiva? No. The reason is, the amount of wish that was entering his mouth was insignificant in comparison to the Ram that was exiting his mouth. So therefore, if the power of Ram Nam is increased in our life by more and more chanting, then how much ever wish you swallow in the life that we lead, your life will be at Vishram. Because you're having Ram Nam chanted through the throat. But what's happening in our life is that the wish is increasing, the poison content is increasing, and the chanting of Ram Nam is reducing. As a result, our desire is Vishram, but we only have wish. Our desire is to have Vishram, but we have only wish in our life, poison, because of the circumstance that we lead in. Because we are not chanting Ram enough. So we want Vishram, we are getting a lot of wish, but to offset that there is no Ram. No chanting of Ram. Therefore, the poison is affecting us. And we also become critical. If not critical, we become hypocritical. Right? So Lord Shiva is teaching us that in the churning of the ocean of this world, the poison will come. Either in our mind or at home or in society or between countries. It is going to come. It is going to come. But the way to offset that and drink that poison and not get poisoned is by increasing the chanting of Sri Ram. Shambhu Mahadev ki Jai. So much so that the scriptures say, anyone who dies in Kashi, they go back to Vaikuntha. They go back to the spiritual world. Now you may say, what is so special about dying in Kashi? The speciality of Kashi is, the Lord of Kashi, Kashinath, is Lord Shiva. So now you may say, so? The scriptures describe anyone who dies in the territory of Kashi. Even if you don't remember Ram, no problem. The breeze of Kashi will bring the sound vibration of Lord Shiva's chanting of Ram into your ear. Although we may not have chanted the name of Ram and we are trying to leave our body, the sound vibration of Lord Shiva's chanting of Ram, 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 carried by the breeze, will enter the ear hole, and the person will hear Ram Nam and will go back to the spiritual world. How amazing is this? Are you all amazed by this?
Yes.
Doesn't seem like it. But now you tell me, how many of us can make our life in such a way that we will all plan that we die in Kashi? Is it possible?
No.
Is it possible?
No.
If it's possible, well and good. But for most of us, it is not possible. What is the essence of the story is not where you die. Wherever we die, we should make sure that the name of Sri Ram is close to us. Because Kashi is Kashi because of the chanting of Sri Ram Nam from the lips of Lord Shiva. So you can have Lord Shiva's chanting even at home, which means if you sit at home and chant Ram Nam, you don't have to make a home in Kashi, Kashi comes to your home. So even if we die in a hospital, if the name of Sri Ram is there close to the tongue, close to the ear, then by the mercy of Lord Shiva, we will get Mukti. Mukti Nath Bhagavan ki Jai! This little innocent child will save the child from the greatest danger in life. Now one more thing. You're saying Lord Shiva loves Ram Nam so much. Is there a proof that Ram also loved Shiva enough? Oh, there is one very beautiful scripture which is a proof. And the name of the scripture is Ramayana. There is a whole section called as the Sundarkand. It's a very well known fact that Lord Shiva is the one who manifested his form as Hanuman. All the animals in the form of bear, in the form of monkeys, in the form of squirrel, they were all trying their best in the attempt to find Mother Sita. All the monkeys for days had not eaten or drunk water, going in different directions to get some clue. They couldn't please Lord Ram together as much as how one Hanuman did. Let's chant. Atulita bhaladamam hema shailavadeham danujavana krishanam jnani nama graganyam sakala guna nidhanam vanaranam adhisham Raghupati priya bhaktam vatajatam namami. The Goswami is right. Atulita bala dhamam hema shailavadeham. How is Hanuman described? Oh, golden mountain of strength. Hema shailavadeham. His body is made of gold. Taller than the peak of the greatest mountains, stronger than the greatest mountains. And Danuja Vana Krishanum. If the demons are forest snakes, then Hanuman is the forest fire. And Jnaninam Agraganyam, he is the most intelligent. Sakala Guna Nidhanam, he is the source of all good qualities. Vanaranam Adhisham, king of all monkeys, but most importantly, Raghupati Priya Bhakta. He is the dearest to the heart of Sri Ram. Vata Jatam Namami. To that son of the wind god, Hanuman, who is the incarnation of Lord Shiva, we bow down. When Hanuman was given the ring from Sri Ram's side, our acharyas explained that ring represents the name of Sri Ram. Hanuman, when he was carrying the ring of Sri Ram, he didn't keep the ring in his pocket. He didn't keep it in a bag. He didn't put that ring. It'd be funny, right? Sri Ram gives his ring and Hanuman put it. Let me see how it looks. Never even in the dream of Hanuman will that thought come of enjoying the property of the master. Where did he keep the ring? The acharyas explain he put it in his mouth. Because the ring of Sri Ram had the imprint Ram Nam, the name of Sri Ram. Hanuman is teaching us, if you want to cross the ocean of birth and death, if you want to cross the ocean of birth and death, don't see your qualification or disqualification. You could be a monkey, no problem. please keep the name of Sri Ram on your tongue and try serving the Lord. You will be victorious. It's quite interesting. Hanuman faces so many obstacles, whether it's Mainak, whether it is Simika, whether it is Surasa. And we can see these names in the Ramayana. They are all sea monsters. Hanuman beats through all of that, goes into Ashok Vatika in Lanka. Now he's trying to search for Mother Sita. He's trying to search for Mother Sita. Going from place to place, palace to palace. Finally he sees Mother Sita. Now he wants to check, if I appear before Mother Sita as I am, will that be a good proposal? All of you tell me, will that be a good idea? Just to jump in front of Mother Sita as a monkey? Mother Sita is going to think this is one among those other demons sent by Ravana. Or for all you know, this could be Ravana in another form. Hanuman sitting on the branches of the tree in Ashok Vatika is thinking, Sita has already been deceived by the eyes once when Ravana came as a sadhu, while he was not. Now if I come in front of her eyes, she will doubt her vision. She will think he appears to be a monkey, but surely enough he's someone else. So what's the sure shot way of winning the confidence of Mother Sita? Hanuman sat on the branches of the tree of Ashok Vatika. Charitam Raghunathasya Shatakoti Pravistaram Eka Aksharam Pumsam Mahapataka Nashanam. He spoke the pastimes of Sri Ram. And he sang sitting on the branch. And Mother Sita heard the whole Ramayana up to the point of her kidnapping. And loudly she exclaimed, who is this person? And how do you know the details? Hanuman jumped in front of her in a small form and said, oh mother, I am the devotee of Sri Ram. Please trust me. Goswami Tulsidas ji writes, when Mother Sita asked, who are you? Hanuman said, Ram Doot mein Mat Janaki Satya Shapat Karuna Nidhanaki. I promise on the power of the mercy of Sri Ram that I am no one and nothing but only the simple, humble messenger of Sri Ramachandra. I have no other identity. Mother Sita now empowers Hanuman. Sri Hanuman asks Mother Sita, oh mother, please come. I will take you on my back and jump across the ocean and give you back to Sri Ram. Mother Sita said no for two reasons. She said, if I was the only one in Lanka, this could have even been considered. There are many like me, many Sitas stuck here. How many will you be able to lift? That's one. And second, I don't want the world to see that I was kidnapped in the presence of Sri Ram and Ram could do nothing about it. I want my Lord to come and the glory should remain to the lotus feet of Sri Ram. I don't need anything else. Hanuman broke into the Lanka army just to give darshan to Ravan. How much compassion. Now you may say, what is the need for Hanuman to go and meet Ravan? The tail caught fire because Hanuman had the desire to go and see Sri Ravana, right? He could have just left and gone back. Please note, the Lord in the life of Ravana is Lord Shiva. And it is Lord Shiva who appeared as Hanuman. The devotee may forget the master, but the master never forgets the devotee. Gajendra in his previous life chanted so many prayers to the deity. But when he became the elephant, he forgot the prayers, but the deity did not forget. The deity in the heart of Gajendra as the super soul invoked the Gajendra Stuti. Now you may ask, when was the last last time did you see an animal, an elephant, chant Sanskrit prayers? Is it possible? It's not possible. You don't see such an example in Animal Planet or Discovery or National Geography. You don't see such examples. But it did happen. Not because Gajendra chanted, but because Krishna in the heart of Gajendra invoked those prayers. Now you may say, why did Krishna invoke? Because Gajendra in his previous life said all those prayers to a deity of Krishna. When Gajendra left his body and became an elephant, he forgot. But that deity did not forget who in the heart as super soul invoked those prayers from Gajendra's mouth. Ravana performed tapasya and forgot Lord Shiva. But how can Lord Shiva forget his devotee? So to uplift the consciousness of Ravana, Lord Shiva came as Hanuman to go and give him darshan. What did Ravana do? He set fire to the tail of his own Ishtadev. Bhakta prati aparadha kara karahi Rama rosha pavaka sojare. The lesson that we learn from Hanumanji or Lord Shiva here, many times we try to speak bad things about people behind their back. Ravana did not set the face of Hanuman on fire. He set the tail of Hanuman on fire. That represents setting fire to somebody's tail, represents backstabbing, speaking bad about them behind their back. And what is Hanuman teaching us? When you set fire to somebody's tail, that fire will come back and burn the palace of your good fortune. Setting for one person. We speak ill about so many people. Lord Shiva as Hanuman set the whole Lanka on fire to teach this principle. And carrying the ring of Mother Sita, he jumped across the ocean and gave it to Sri Ram. Lord Shiva became the intermediate messenger between Sita and Ram. Surpanaka, she wanted Ram without Sita. Is it not? Surpanaka wanted Ram without Sita. Ravana wanted Sita without Ram. Quite a confused, dysfunctional family. They themselves don't know what they want. Ravana wants Sita without Ram. Surpanaka wants Ram without Sita. It took a Lord Shiva as Hanuman to say, we as devotees don't want to separate one from the other. We bring them together and worship them on the altar. This is the mood of Hanuman, Lord Shiva. One more thing Lord Shiva teaches us as Hanuman. When he went from Sri Ram's side, he had to face so many obstacles. But when he came from Mother Sita's side, there were no obstacles on the ocean. To teach us this principle, before approaching Sri Ram, go through the lotus feet of Mother Sita. Before approaching Krishna, go through the lotus feet of Radha. Before approaching Vishnu or Narasimha, approach the lotus feet of Lakshmi. If you try to go only from Ram's side, you will face a lot of obstacles. But that same devotee, when he goes from Mother Sita's side, Ram is standing with open arms to embrace. These are lessons Lord Shiva teaches us at every step. In the Ramayana, when Lord Shiva is speaking to Mother Parvati about what's happening, the narration of the Ramayana, throughout Lord Shiva is glorifying the pastimes. There comes the point where Hanuman is setting Lanka on fire. And Lord Shiva is speaking this Leela to Mother Parvati. Mother Parvati says, exclaims on the edge of her seat, she says, how glorious is Hanuman! Now Lord Shiva cannot say yes. Because it is him. Everywhere throughout the Ramayana you can see Lord Shiva is glorifying the devotees. But when this section comes where Mother Parvati is glorifying Hanuman for his chivalry spirit of setting Lanka on fire, Lord Shiva says, don't give so much credit to Hanuman. Actually, it is Lord Ram who's empowering him. Those who don't see the connection of Lord Shiva becoming Hanuman, they will think, why is Lord Shiva speaking like this? Because it is the nature of Vaishnavas, they don't take credit. They don't take credit. They offer it to their teachers and they offer it to the spiritual master and Guru and Krishna ultimately. Lord Shiva throughout is in this mood. All the time. In Vrindavan you can see. In Gokul, where Krishna appeared, there is a deity called Chintaharan Mahadev. What is he called? Chintaharan. What does Chintaharan in Hindi mean? To remove all our distress. You know what is the power potency of that deity called Chintaharan Mahadev in Gokul? Mother Yashoda used to worship Lord Shiva, Chintaharan Mahadev. Why? Because when Krishna would go into the forest, Mother Yashoda would have Chinta. I hope he comes home on time. I hope he doesn't fall into a ditch. I hope he doesn't climb a tree and then not be able to get down. I hope he doesn't pick fruits from the tree. Many times those fruits have poison because of the snake on the branches. I hope he always holds the little hand of Balaram who protects him. I hope he keeps eating his lunch from time to time. I hope no ghost from the forest haunts my Gopal. I hope Gopal doesn't misbehave with other friends. Mother Yashoda has constant background violin of Chinta. Have you seen some dramas? The stage drama is something else, but in the background there is some violin. If you are from India, you may think this is a river song for a car. It took me years for me to come here to America and understand this was a classic from Beethoven. In India, when this was being played, gaadi reverse ho rahi hai. So many times you can see in a dramatical performance, background violin goes on. In Mother Yashoda's theatrical life, so many things are happening, but the background violin of Chinta is constantly going on. I hope my baby Gopal is safe. Where does Mother Yashoda go and empty her emotions? She goes and offers it in the form of Bel Patra and milk at the lotus feet of Chintaharan Mahadev. Therefore, the benediction of Mahadev at Gokul, Chintaharan Mahadev, is that any devotee who goes and offers his obeisances, that Lord Shiva will take the Chinta, the worries in the life of a devotee of Krishna. Similarly, in Mathura, you have Bhuteshwar Mahadev. Lord Shiva sat there and performed meditation, tapasya. Then in Kamyavan, you have Kameshwar Mahadev. He fulfills all the desires, Kam of the devotees. At Govardhan, he is called Chakraeshwar Mahadev. Naam bada meetha hai, Chakraeshwar. Actually, the original name is Chakraeshwar Mahadev. How many of us have heard of the Govardhan Leela? In the Govardhan Leela, Krishna was lifting Govardhan and all the Brajbasis were under the hill and they were all safe, they were not wet. But even then, because the water droplets were around, and it's very beautifully described by our acharyas, they say that the whole hill looked like an umbrella. And Krishna's hand was like the stick to that umbrella. And all the residents of Vrindavan were like kings standing under an umbrella. And the raindrops were collecting on the edge of Govardhan like a pearl necklace. But still they were feeling cold, because when you don't get wet, but still when there's rain around you feel a little cold. So one version describes that Lord Krishna invoked the Sudarshan Chakra. And he told the Sudarshan Chakra, now you do parikrama of Govardhan. You keep spinning at blitz speed. So that by the frictional potency of your spinning, there's heat, natural heater for all the residents of Braja. Vrindavan, Brajbasis under the Govardhan hill, they feel warm. After the whole Leela took place, everyone was satisfied. Sudarshan Chakra said, you called me from Vaikuntha to perform Leela in Vrindavan, now where should I live? He said, now you go back to Vaikuntha. He said, this is bad. You called me from Vaikuntha to do service in Vrindavan. After that, when I do a good service, you send me back to Vaikuntha. ब्रज त्यज के मैं कहीं नहीं जाऊं, रसिक संतन के दर्शन पाऊं, जग से प्रीति हटाई रे, राधा नाम परम सुखदाई. The Sudarshan Chakra said, I am not leaving Vrindavan. Krishna said, you stay here. That place was called as Chakra Tirtha. Lord Shiva came and lived there. Therefore his name became Chakraeshwar Mahadev. And in Braja no name is constant. With time Chakraeshwar became Chakleshwar. But there is another Vrajvasi version which is very powerful. You go to any Chakraeshwar Mahadev Pujari, they will tell you this version. They will say, when the Brajvasis under Govardhan hill were feeling cold, Krishna invoked Lord Shiva. He said, Shankar Bhagavan ki! And Lord Shiva came. And he said, how may I serve? Krishna said, Garmi badhao. Please increase the heat. And it's described that Lord Shiva took his trident and flipped it around like a chakra around Govardhan. And that trident, the Trishul, went around Giriraj Govardhan like a chakra. So everyone thought this might be Sudarshan Chakra, but it was actually the trident of Lord Shiva. And this is why, because that went like a chakra, and he was the Ishwar of that chakra, he was called Chakraeshwar Mahadev. The Mahadev who was the Lord of that chakra, the trident. So in this way, Lord Shiva is all over the place. And every devotee who loves Lord Shiva naturally develops affection towards Krishna. You can see the life of Narsi Mehta. We are wrapping up in a couple of minutes with a few examples, and then that will be the end of the discussion. It's a shorter class today because it's a festival. Then if there are any comments, we can take it. In a book called Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Srila Sanatana Goswami says, anyone who neglects Lord Shiva and tries to worship Krishna, Krishna will never accept your worship. On the other hand, when someone goes to Lord Shiva and offers prayers, their devotion at the lotus feet of Sri Hari will increase. Even in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami Pad has said, that of all the devotees of Krishna, Lord Shiva is the topmost. When Krishna plays the flute, it is described. One such evidence is given. When Krishna was playing the flute, Lord Shiva became so intoxicated. He became so intoxicated that he just bowed his head down in the direction of the flute. Another instance is given when Krishna played the flute and the music was so intoxicating that Lord Shiva started dancing. And not just dancing, he took his dindima drum, damru, and with the damru, he was dancing, Nataraj. So at that time Ganesha came and said, oh dear father, why are you dancing? He said, don't you hear Krishna's flute? And Ganesha heard very carefully with his big ears. And next to Lord Shiva, it is described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Lord Ganesha also started dancing to Krishna's flute sound. Another example has been given that Narada Muni once came and spoke about Krishna to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva heard with so much devotion that tears were coming from his eyes. His whole body became white in devotion. Mother Parvati came and she got scared. Lord Shiva said, no, it's me. She said, no, it's someone else. My master is not like this, Mother Parvati said. Lord Shiva said, this is the effect that bhakti at the lotus feet of Sri Ram or Sri Krishna has in my heart. It changes even my complexion. Anyone who approaches Lord Shiva and offers prayers, Lord Shiva will give them Krishna bhakti. Whatever is there in his heart is what he will give. And the last example for today is Narsi Mehta. Those from Gujarati background will know. Narsi Mehta was a Shiva Bhakta. He chanted the names of Lord Shiva day and night, and Lord Shiva appeared before him as Bholenath, Ashutosh. Narsi Mehta said, my Lord, my Master, you have appeared before me. There's nothing higher that I want. Lord Shiva said, no, ask for a benediction and I'll give you. Narsi Mehta said, I don't want anything from you, my Lord. You've just given me darshan. This is all that I need. Lord Shiva said, no, you asked for something. I want to give you a boon. Narsi Mehta said, I don't know what to ask. Whatever is best for me and whatever is dearest to your heart, you give it to me. Lord Shiva blessed Narsi Mehta with Vishnu Bhakti or Krishna Bhakti. And that's the day when Narsi started chanting the names of Krishna. He's always counted as a Krishna Bhakta, not to forget by the blessings of Lord Shiva. The gopis of Vrindavan are considered to be the highest examples. But they also got Krishna as their husband because they worshipped Katyayani, who was the wife of Lord Shiva. So therefore, on this auspicious day of Sivarathri, let us chant 3 prayers at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. Call and response. Is everyone ready with that?
Yes.
Let's chant this. Vrindavana Vanipate Jaya Soma Soma Maule Sanandana Sana Tananara Dedhya Gopishwara Braja Vilasi Yugangri Padme Prema Prayacha Nirupadi Namo Namaste. This says, O Lord Shiva, who has a crescent moon on the head, whose lotus feet is worshipped even by Narada and the 4 Kumaras. I have only one prayer to offer at your lotus feet today. Please give me love for the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, who frolic and perform pastimes in the forests of Vrindavan. Apart from this, I have no other desire. Is this your desire too? Yes. Lord Shiva will fulfill all of our desires today. So this is the first prayer. The second prayer is Srimad Gopishwaram Vande Shankaram Karunamayam Sarva Kleshaharam Devam Vrindaranyarati Pradam. This comes in the Bhakti Ratnakar of Narahari Chakravarti. He says, Srimad Gopishwaram Vande. I bow down to Gopishwara, that is Lord Shiva. Shankaram Karunamayam, to he who is also called as Shankara and who is the ocean of mercy. Sarva Klesha Haram Devam. When someone bows down to Lord Shiva, all their distress is taken away. Vrindaranya Rati Pradam. But his greatest gift is he makes one a Brajbasi. He will give you residence in Vrindavan, and love for Radha and Krishna will come in our heart by the mercy of Lord Shiva. Shambhu Mahadev ki. Now this is the last prayer for today in Bengali by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. O he Kshetra Pala Shiva, Tumi Dayamay, Krishna Bhakti Deho More, Sadai. Ohe Kshetrapala Shiva, Tumi Dayamay. O Lord Shiva, who lives in Vrindavan and protects everyone, you are very kind. Therefore, my only prayer is Krishna Bhakti Deho Mohe Hoya Sadai. Please be merciful to me and bless me with Radha Krishna Bhakti, Bhakti at the lotus feet of Radha Madhav Hari. This is the prayer that we want to offer at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva, today being Sivarathri. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.